Last time on our adventures in the world of The Witcher, the group had set out from Kersarin, traveling across the wilds of Kovir and Povis, taking a little bit of extra time to collect some wild edibles and alchemical substances. You eventually made your way across most of the Northlands towards Tanserville. They're about 2 days travel away from the town itself. You saw off the road a sawmill with a group of disgruntled looking people camped out front. Approaching them, they explained that the night before, a group of supposed Scoia'tael had taken over the sawmill, killing a number of the workers, and had driven the rest out. They'd regrouped and were trying to determine their plan of action when you had arrived, and were now approaching this sawmill. An arrow had been loosed from somewhere on the premises, and you had heard a voice tell you that if you took any further movement towards the sawmill, it might be your last. So that's where we left off, and we'll pick up there.
I will not take another movement toward the sawmill, but I will wave. I'll say, "Hey, Lunchade," and just sort of start into elder speech. Like, I've come to sell you things, not with this lot down there.
You don't get a response for a few moments. You cast your eyes towards the sawmill. You see kind of the shuttered windows, heavy wooden doors. It's a sturdy looking structure. You do see that there is an opening where the logs kind of use the chute that goes down into the water storage pond, and you can see a bit of light glimmering from in there from some of the lanterns that are still lit. Perhaps 5 minutes go by, and then 6. You're starting to wonder if you're going to get a response at all. And then in response, in elder speech, you hear a voice from the window, a different voice, this one a bit more masculine. And it calls out to you and says, "What are you doing here? What do you mean you're selling things? We don't want to buy anything. Go away."
You're going to have a siege with no supplies? Do the lumbermen have arrows and swords? Do you think the guard won't show up eventually?
We have all the supplies we need, Juan.
For how long?
For as long as we need to achieve our goals.
Well, let's hope you get it on schedule then. If anything goes arse up, who you gonna wish you bought from?
Again, you don't hear a response for a few moments. And then the same voice returns and says, "Approach, but don't get too close. I don't want to have to raise our voice to speak."
Yeah, I've been shouting up the damn thing. I don't want...
Just you.
They're on the horse, though, so...
Oh, yeah, you can bring the horse, but just...
I know. Oh, hello.
So, yeah.
Knock, knock. Oh.
You lead your horse, Frostbeard, along the kind of walkway here. It's a little narrow for a horse. I'm going to have you actually give me an animal handling check if you're going to try and lead Frostbeard.
Fair. Animal handling. You.
Or, sorry, riding, I guess, because
was like,
you're not
where is
technically
it?
riding
Where
him,
is
but
it?
um,
Yeah, it's reflex to keep him going. I'm leading him by the reins.
yeah.
Come on. Hey, I'll take it. 18.
He's a well-behaved horse. He's been in more unsure situations than this, so he follows you steadily, walking along this
This is a
walkway.
Frostbeard, you see? Building. Can you say building? Yeah, I didn't think so.
As you walk in, I'm going to have you give me an awareness check.
Hello?
Ooh. You,
That's fine. They're really good at hiding, so
Yeah.
2 or 20, it might be the same.
as you walk in, you absolutely are completely unaware of the Scoia'tael that walks up beside you, and you then feel the sharp point of a blade at your back as you turn to look.
No. Put that away. We're not doing that. That's not that kind of thing.
Silence. She says
I
this
was
in
like
Elvish
this up
speech.
here in the Hangfors League in Tanseville.
I
It's a
said
little
silence,
tense.
Dwan, or I will
Hold
cut
on.
your tongue out.
Wait a moment, please. If I can
Tell
just
me.
explain.
Why are you here?
That's what I'm doing. Literally what I'm doing. I'm here as a traveling merchant of ill repute to offload about a couple hundred arrows. I've noticed you might have some need for some arrows. You used one already just to send me a message. And I might seem a little thick in the skull, but I'm probably less thick in the skull than the average northerner, and let me tell you, I've got plenty to sell for more messages.
You have nothing that we need. We have many arrows. We make our own, and they're better than any of the scrap that you're selling.
Sure,
Plus, we have
they
nothing
are.
of value to you. We don't have any gold. What is it that you would want?
No, nothing then. If you don't have any gold, I'll be off. Goodbye.
Consider yourself lucky, then.
No,
Dwan,
I do.
that
Absolutely.
I do not slay you here where you stand.
You all planning on living here forever?
Kilton,
It's
go
a-
ahead and give me a persuasion check.
It's a plan. I know it's a plan, but months down the road, if you do find a need for arrows, or I find a need for gold, I'm going to give a persuasion check. I'm just saying, you could do worse, and I'm going to put 4 luck into this.
Also have added bones.
Fuck it. I only have it till tomorrow. I'm gonna add my 11 to that. 36.
Okay. Absolutely. Kilton, the tradesman, master wordsmith.
6 on the dice plus 30.
Yeah, absolutely
Or,
insane.
I don't know what it is. 5 on the dice plus 31. I'm just saying. Best to keep in contact if, we've got a fellow in my group, he's soft on some Scoia'tael and always checking to see if they're around. That's what I've gathered anyway. I don't know if that's true or not, but I have to assume it's that, because what else could it possibly be? Oh, I need to see if she's there. Yeah, no, come on. I mean, and you fought here, you fight every day for your existence, and I've fought for my own, and we know how it is. You lose people, you find people. I'm saying a network is always welcome.
With your incredible persuasion check, you see the demeanor begin to crack, and you see that she suddenly regards you in a little bit of a different way, and she says, "If you are truly, then, a friend and not a foe, someone who may be an ally to us, you should You should speak to Borsus. He will want to talk
mage?
to you. He is not a mage,
Hmm.
but he is... Well, he is Borsus. Come. She leads you further into the... leave the horse. He does not need to come inside.
You don't know that for sure. Fine, Frostbeard. Please don't get your legs stuck in the chute.
Don't break your legs.
Begging you.
I'm out of sight.
Don't spook and break your legs, please.
Yeah.
Frostbeard
I'll just
remains
sort
set. Yeah, he's...
I'll ramble as we go, like, well, if there was a mage, I'm saying I could procure quicksilver or ores of some kind. I got hellebore petals coming out in the ass. You know, it's
I'm gonna
more than
have
just
you-
arrows.
Go ahead and give me another awareness check as you're led further into this...
Watch me crit fail this
Sawmill.
one, too.
No, don't say that.
Okay.
21.
Thank God.
Very nice. As you enter into the sawmill, you see there's a few kind of smoky oil lamps that are still burning, casting some light here. You see most of the...
No fire
Fair
safety, no protections at all.
there's
No,
no
they
fire
should have
marshal
it
here.
here. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm used to safer. Yeah, this definitely is period appropriate.
And you see they have... There's the remains of probably half a dozen of the workers, the lumber sawmill workers that were here, and they seem to be fairly brutalized. They have been, a couple of them have been hewn in half. You see one has been kind of like almost crucified onto the wall, and you see that they seem to have been taken down very quickly and very efficiently and very brutally. You also notice with your 21, you see a dwarf who is kind of rummaging through some of the tools in this kind of antechamber entrance area, tool storage area. You also see another female elf who is kind of looking through some of these barrels and sacks of goods and things like that. And then you also see kind of looking through kind of the papers of the mill, logbooks and ledgers and things like that. Which one is it, right?
I wish I could see these hot elves.
Oh, I want to be in there so bad.
It's like a room full of DILFs and Waifish Elves.
Oh,
Elves and
And I'm one of them.
waves.
I'm
my
one of them.
my types.
That's the episode title. DILFs and Waifish.
Dilfs
God
and
damn
waves.
it. We already have, what was it, Gollum's Rocky Protrusion. I don't know when this one's coming out, but that one made me laugh.
Yeah,
And of
thank you
course,
for
it's
that.
like 48 minutes into the episode. There's context for it.
Yeah.
It just made me laugh. Oh my god. Anyway, all right,
Yes.
which one of this lot is Borsus?
You see a man. He has long hair. You can't tell if he's an elf or not. He has more rugged features that you would normally associate with a human more than an elf, but it's hard to tell. And you see that his clothing has a very rugged, almost kind of like ghillie suit type look. Like it's very kind of ragged. And-
Radagast ass.
No, I get
Yeah,
you. I get
it's-
you. He's a... Oh, maybe.
Maybe a druid.
Hello, Borsus. I'll say in elder speech. Anyways, hail, Borsus.
He takes the ledgers and the books that he has been kind of flipping through. Papers are kind of strewn all about here, and he tucks a hand. You see two like large ledger books that he tucks into kind of a rucksack that he has at on his hip. He turns and says, "Lydia, who is it that you have brought here? Who are you? You should not be here."
The name's Kilton. Damn it, I was gonna pick a fake name. Kilton Belloc. Here, of course, as a native elder speaker of yours and mine, to provide sustenance and armaments. I'm a door-to-door salesman. I say like the last bit in common speech in case he gets that, but then I'll switch back and say like, I don't know how to say it in an elder speech. I don't have them where I'm from.
You pick a strange time, Kilton Belloc.
We
The
always are in strange
selling-
times, it seems. But
Indeed.
even strange times require weapons, food, connections, foci, or magical components.
I've never heard of a traveling salesman, he says, also in common, coming out to a sawmill in the middle of nowhere. You are here for more reasons than to sell. You know something.
Be familiar with the, oh, what say it? Have Karen? Habakar? Hawker? I don't know.
We are aware. We know of the ones that are sympathetic to our cause, like Rodolph and some of the others, but
Rodolph? I would have never fucking guessed. Seriously?
yes,
What do you know?
Why he's the best.
Any port in a storm, I
Fucking love that guy.
suppose, but
Fucking love that guy.
Rodolph, I love that guy. I haven't seen him in years.
he comes through from time to time to trade. You say you are like this? You are sympathetic to the cause?
Well, made it this far, haven't I? Do I look like a lumberjack to you? Not stuck up on the wall. Yet? Don't shoot. Please. you know, it's squirrels, Norfolk, Southerners, it's all the same to me. Money's money. Coin never stinks no matter how rank the pouch, they say, where I'm from anyway, and, well, a little north, but if it's all the same, freedom fighters and freedom. Do I have to be opposed to their... I fought for my freedom against Nilfgaard, and fought for my freedom elsewhere in other wars, but we'd best not get into it. Regardless, I know the flyers on the walls aren't all they're cracked up to be, and know not to trust the first guard who tells you what's good.
Well, it seems as though perhaps fate has smiled on us today, and we have found an ally.
See
But
that,
it's
Lydia? Just give a smug smile.
Hand on the hips, little tilt.
They should have let my horse in here.
Mm,
He's a more trustworthy ally than even I, and I'm as trustworthy as they come. Though my mum always said, don't call yourself trustworthy or nobody will believe it.
That is true. But you put yourself in a difficult situation now.
Doesn't seem that difficult to me.
Well, it seems as though you have bypassed the ruffians, the thugs, that have decided that they value this place more than their lives.
Oh, no, they value their lives more than this place. It's just that their master will kill them. You see, while the Northern Realms is, well, let's say, enlightened and speaks out against the slavery of Nilfgaard, they've got their own systems in place. Those folk would sooner see the mill burn as long as their master was gone. They could care less. They're worried about going back and telling him your ear. Then they get the whipping, and we get, I don't know, we get on with our lives. And then 800 guards show up and scream, "For the Hangfalls League!" or whatever the hell, and run you all out.
Perhaps. But it might be that you don't know them as well as you might think, and
Oh,
perhaps you
I
don't
don't
know us as well as you might claim.
Of course, of course. But I'm not
They are
going to
not-
do anything about this. I'm going to tell him, well, I told him I was coming up to ask you nicely to leave, and I'm not going to do that because I don't give a shit. But I'll tell him, they said no. We'll be on.
Then they will kill you.
No, they won't. We've got a damn witcher. Vatgern, excuse me.
Perhaps, but they are out there for more reasons than just fear of this. Felix.
What's the wood going to then?
The wood is simply a means to an end. But
And the end?
the end is us. The end is their evaluation of their community. They are not out there only because they are afraid of Felix, but they are out there because they want to kill us. It is-
They freaked out on my friend just for casting a little spell. Like blood and bones. I consented to it. It's no big deal.
You are lucky that they did not just attack you on sight then. They are
Like I said, we've got a
superstitious
witcher.
and fearful. That does not
Yep.
stop hatred. It sometimes only spurs it.
Nordling's gonna Nordling, I guess. Well, it is what it is, as they say, and if they attack us, well, they'll have an easier time. Say, do you want us to bring the bodies of these folk back? You want them rotting here?
We are not staying. We have
Oh.
what we came for. The problem now is that we cannot leave without a conflict between the ruffians out front.
Oh. So I think I found something to sell you that you need. Passage. I'm like a toll booth operator. You ever been across one of them bridges that needs a toll? I don't know if they have those in Dolblathana or wherever you're from. Oh shit, it could be Tolblathana. Anyway,
Badana.
I don't know. But regardless, how much is easier, quicker passage worth to you?
I do not know that there is an easier passage. The moment we step foot out of here, they will attack, with or without you.
Oh, and then you kill
And-
them and you're off, right?
Perhaps there are more of them than there are of us, and
Then why hasn't it happened yet?
because we currently hold the thing that they value. We set one of these lanterns ablaze, the whole place will go up in flames.
And burn the forest down adjacent? I wouldn't expect so much from...
They care little for the forest. All they care about is their equipment here.
And
The
you?
tools, the things.
Your
We
hiding
leave-
places, your woods?
We leave, they will attack. And a few of us, we may not all make it out. We
That's what I'm
wait
worried
too
about.
long, then they will gather and rally their numbers. More will come, and then they will drive us out.
So then
We
what's
have been
the
trying
cost
to come
of-
up with a plan. Your arrival has perhaps offered a
Oh.
solution.
You want to do a fake hostage thing?
Not exactly. He's gonna
fake.
kind of
Real
approach you now.
hostage thing. No. Hear me out. For a meager, let's say 200 crowns or equivalent in fungible assets, I will tell them you've agreed to leave if you give them safe passage, and then you walk on out and shoot
I do not-
them.
I do
No?
not think so.
Hmm.
Oh, no.
We're not going to do your idea.
That's
Oh,
fine.
I'm going to do
I
my
just came up with it on the spot. What's your idea?
He's going to slowly reach into his satchel bag.
I want to take a
And-
step back and do little hands up.
He is going to pull out what appears to sort of be a ceramic mason jar. and he is going
Well,
to
now
with a
I'm
kind of
curious.
cork stopper. He is going to kind of hold it up to you,
Should
and
I
he's going
run?
to say, "Do you know what this is?"
A jar?
You're very astute.
Well, what's in it? Some sort of alchemical fire that'll set the place ablaze, or maybe it's a love potion.
It might be. It's hard to say. This is a spell jar.
Oh,
Inside of it is an essence, magical.
it's a druid thing,
Yeah.
right?
It's a magic thing.
We've got some.
When it is broken, the magic will be released and it will
Oh.
manifest in some form.
I reach out to accept it. I like
I
your
want you.
idea.
I thought you might. He's going to
Oh.
hand it to you.
Oh,
And
thank
he's
God.
going to say,
I thought he was going to use it on me, so I was like, let me play this like I'm going to help. Okay, but what's in it
What did
for
I
real?
miss?
He gave me what I think is a bomb.
Mareigh, you're not here, but
I know.
what he was given is a spell jar, which
Ooh.
is a magical vortex that manifests in some spell.
And what's inside?
Practical applications of those are quite creative.
A portal to
If
get
you are
out.
indeed an ally, like you say, and not a stinking spy, then you will take this, return to the camp, and you will kill them.
This will do
use
all
it
at
on them.
once. What
I
if
see your friends. Lydia tells me that you have friends out front as well, or
Yes,
allies.
not going to die for this?
And you said yourself you have a witcher.
Mm-hmm.
It should be easy. You can clear the way. Prove to me that you are this ally that you claim to be. Then we will speak
fucking
again.
idea anyway. You said you weren't going to do my idea. My idea was go out, say you didn't do anything, and then kill them.
Then do it.
I'm glad you like my idea. Even better. Well, you said they were going to try to kill us as we leave, right?
Not necessarily. Not if you
Oh.
don't leave.
We'll see how it goes.
They will be watching. They will be watching. They will have seen you enter. Let me think for a moment.
I want to know.
I'm gonna
what's
go to
in this
my
fucking spell
Belt
jar.
for a dagger with one finger up. Is that okay?
Yes, go. If we wanted to kill you, we would have.
Give myself a little razor cut on the face. Just let it bleed a little bit. Show you, rough me up. This is a classic merchant's trick. You just give them a pah! Right in the face. I punch myself in the face.
Lydia, get Tedwin's ears. You see in one of the corners there's a slain elf that had fallen in the attack. And Lydia goes and cuts the ears off and gives them to you. You will not be needing them, but it will help your cause.
Need them. Yes, absolutely.
That's
Even
badass.
better. I just smear some blood on my from the I don't know how. I guess my blood on me, and then realize my shirt's already covered in blood from the many fights we've been in. Well, I don't actually know how many times I've been hit, but probably once or twice at least, right?
Once or twice at least, yeah.
I can't imagine we took maybe like an evening to do laundry when we were at Kaspar. No, just me. None of you.
Well-
just me.
I can't have
Kaspar
people
probably
fucking with
did.
me on the road. I need some blood stains.
Some of us have that hippie stink.
Well, I have new armor, so at least my armor's clean. But I definitely fucking wash
No,
my
I did
clothes.
laundry. I
I'm
would
not a
not do
monster.
laundry. I have
Yeah,
fluffy
I was
down
about to say.
pillows. All right, I'll take this stuff. Here's hoping it works.
Here's hope.
It's been a pleasure, Borsis. And you lot, I'll keep in contact if needed.
Hilton, as you leave and return to Frostbeard, go ahead and give me an awareness check as you're leaving. Or human perception, depending on your preference of how you want to kind of, what you're looking for.
I think I'll go human perception and just sort of try to tune in on that, even though I'm like a little worse at it. All right.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Nice. You see that Borsis kind of locks eyes with Lydia and kind of has like a silent conversation that seems to kind of essentially boil down to, trust me, this is kind of, we're going to see how this goes. And also you see that Borsis kind of gives a nod to the dwarf that you saw. And
what's the dwarf's name again?
You didn't catch it, but it's Rodalt. So
Rodalt. I won't write it down then.
You can write it down. It's probably
okay. Probably never gonna come up again.
Yeah,
Might as well, right?
Again, but who knows? Maybe like 50 sessions from now, Rodalt will show up again.
Rodalt background.
He's gonna swing and say, "I remember what you did for us back at the sawmill."
Backstory one
You're
shot.
a real one.
He's
We're gonna play as Rodalt
immediately gonna get killed in the sawmill or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you also notice that he nods to Rodalt, and Rodalt kind of begins, stops what he's doing and kind of starts heading towards what appears to be kind of like larger oil canisters that are in one of the corners of the sawmill, the lamp oil. So, all right. You exit and return to the group.
He's not a pincushion. Welcome back.
Yeah. It was a tough fight, and I hold up a couple elf ears. No, wait, that's a bad idea. Hold up a couple elf ears, and then I whisper loudly so Kaspar could hear it. I'm lying.
Those look pretty real.
They are. I didn't kill them.
What's the plan?
That lot out there is going to try to cut us into cheese if we try to leave. I'm going to tell them we didn't succeed. If they attack, I've got a little something else for them. And I hold up the spell jar.
Let me see that.
Not allowed to do that. Sorry.
What? Please?
I'm not allowed to do that.
Please?
No. They're going to see me, give it to you, and shoot me. Maybe. Here, I'll hold it up to you.
Oh.
You see?
Yeah, I'll take, give it, all I need is a glance.
Tell me where to turn it. What's on it? What's in it? They wouldn't tell me.
Can I, what check should I make, Zephyr? Magical training?
Kills a lot of people.
Yeah, magical training check.
Just a quick glance, that's all I need. Yeah!
Yay.
Nice.
Yo.
Yay.
26. You know that the spell jar contains a magical vortex that is sealed inside this kind of masonry jar. It lasts for a couple of days. You're not really sure how long this one will last. It doesn't have like an expiration date on it, but usually lasts between 1 and 6 days, and it activates when the jar is broken. You know that once that happens, the magical vortex will open and a random spell will take place. And the ones that it could potentially be are here.
Good to know.
One of those 5 spells.
You'll appear there.
Talfrin's, Zephyr, Tanyo, Dorman's, Static. Okay. Okay. I recognize this. I have a good idea of what could possibly come out of it. So if you're certain they're going to kill us, let us defend ourselves.
That's what I'm saying. Come along, Frostbeard. I'm saddened to say. Oh God, look at them. They're all okay. They get out of a combat position.
They've been watching you. Yeah. They've been, you're not super far away, and they have been observing you since you said you were going to go talk to them. And so you see that they are all keenly attentive on what has gone down. They call out to you as you approach back and say, "You there? How did it go? I saw only you enter."
Yes, that was their conditions. How'd you think it went? I tossed the elf ears toward them and wiped the blood from my face. I said my mercenary days are over. Didn't think it'd be a combat mission. You lot owe me.
Well, I suppose I owe you some gold, Niels. Looks as though you were right. They did take care of it. And I suppose the witch is just for decoration then, huh?
No, I haven't taken care of it. They're not leaving.
What do you mean they're not leaving?
They're not leaving.
What is this then? He gestures to the ears.
Just barely.
Did you take care of the problem or not?
I killed one. The rest surrounded me, told me to send you a message. They've got snipers trained on us as we speak. Probably.
Probably. That was
That
not
might actually be true.
Yeah.
That's definitely
Sprinkle in a grain of truth, as I say. And I'll say, I don't know. I was kidding about the you owe me. I think maybe you owe me some life insurance, if anything. I'm surprised I even survived that. They're not leaving. You get to Tanserville, get the guards here quickly. They've only got 4 days of food. If you're gone for 4 days, they'll either pack up and leave or starve. Or if you siege them for 4 days, rather.
Well, if a whelp like you can take out one of them, I think me and the rest of us can probably handle it from here.
Oh, the other 12? Good
We
luck.
saw not but a half dozen.
Enter from the land. When? Last night? This morning? Or this afternoon? I didn't see any coming up. Down there putting an arrow through my head.
Go ahead and give me a deception check.
Yeah. Time to lie. Deceit. I'm going to put my, oh god, how much did I spend earlier? 4? I didn't actually mark it off. I'm going to put my other 3 blocked into this. Okay. Here's open.
You see him falter. You see that he starts to kind of look around, and you also see a distinct look in his eye that, as kind of the leader of this group, he has kind of realizing he might have promised something to the rest of them that is going to be harder to deliver on. He kind of turns his back on you now, actually, and turns back to the rest of his cohorts here.
If he turns his
says,
back, I'm tossing this shit.
Are you really?
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
It seems like they're gonna fucking peace out.
Yeah, they are. In hell? No, I don't know.
Goddamn. I mean, I'm into it, but I didn't know Kilton was cold-blooded.
I am not getting brought up on charges for the fucking Scoia'tael.
Yeah, this is a
Kilton's medium
it's a
temperature
leave no
blooded.
prisoners kind of thing.
Yep,
Leave
sorry.
no witnesses.
Let's go. I'm essentially being held hostage.
I was just reading up what these spells do.
I don't need to know what it does. Let's find out.
Find a target. Okay, that one's a binder.
All right. I will say, Tilson, then you will basically get this as a surprise round, so they'll be at a -3 disadvantage.
All right.
But if you're going to go
I
ahead
don't
and
know
attack,
how to
then we'll go
cast
ahead
the
and...
spells, so.
You just
That's
Am I
totally
rolling
fine.
a 1d10 divided by 2?
Yes, so you'll go ahead and roll that to see which spell it is, and then
I could
we'll
just
go
roll a
from there.
d5. 4.
All right. It is fog. It's...
Oh,
damn it.
The worst one.
It's kind of the worst one.
It is the worst one. -3 to awareness.
You just throw a smoke
right.
bomb. You're like, oh fuck, time to get aggro. Smoke bomb.
Hey, if you'd rolled a 6, it would have been pocket sand. So
All right. So
Hey, don't speak badly of my pocket sand spell. That thing is actually very useful.
Oh, don't make
Guilty,
fun of my
can you-
pocket sand.
ping where you're throwing it right at him.
I don't know what the area is. Let's do it. Man. Fuck. I don't know shit about spells. Yeah, I think I'm throwing it right at him.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an athletics check for your throw, because it's let's see, how far is
It's
that?
a good thing I ate a
Dormrin.
simple meal today.
Dormrin's fog creates an
yeah.
area within a 10-meter
Okay.
radius centered on you.
Without any issue, you throw it, and it cracks onto the ground right near him, and a billowing, swirling mass of fog begins filling the area. And let's go ahead and see if we can get a 10-meter.
So I guess it's 10 meters from where it was. Yeah, so it's a smoke bomb.
Pretty good sized smoke bomb. So this creates an area within the 10-meter radius. Thick fog, it's a -3 to awareness and limits the range of vision to 4 meters. So it says it's an active spell. I'm not sure how long this one will last for, because you're not like casting it. I'm gonna say give me a 1d10, and that will be how many rounds this will last.
1d10. Got it. 7.
7 rounds, that's pretty good. And so this will stay up for that long. All right, I'm going to have everybody go ahead and roll initiative.